everyone, it's Darkseeker here again. Welcome to another video. We are back on standard mode and we are playing Pirate Dragon Warrior. So, how's this deck composed? Well, you have pirates, and ideally on turn 1 you want to play N'Zoth's First Mate or Small Time Buccaneer, and you get patches for free. The dream combo is N'Zoth's First Mate, coin Small Time Buccaneer with patches for free. So you have 3 bodies on board in turn 1. And then they think, oh, it's a pirate warrior, it's an aggressive pirate warrior that's going to go face. Well, actually no, you are more of a mid-range deck because you've got dragons, and then ideally you want something like Alexstrasza's Champion on turn 2 with a dragon in hand, and the champion becomes a charging 3/3 minion. Well, actually at this point you are putting on the aggro, the aggression, and but if you need to stabilize, you have taunts in this deck like Twilight Guardian, Fierce Monkey. Dragon synergy is very, very important, obviously, and it's an issue sometimes when you don't get that synergy, when you have cards in hand that can't be activated because you don't have another dragon. There is some card draw in the deck, the Curator, who also acts as a taunt. We have dragons and a Murloc in this deck in Sir Finley. And I put in Deathwing. Now, why did I do that? It wasn't in the original deck. I included it. Why? Because the deck doesn't run Brawl. Therefore, Deathwing is a board clear, but he is also a dragon. So he activates your other dragons, like your Twilight Guardians, your Alexstrasza's Champions. He can be a win condition if you are behind in the game, because Dragon Warrior really struggles if it gets behind. So, unless you get your taunts, of course, to block damage and then retake control of the board. But let's have a look at this deck in action. And yeah, we're going to start off here at rank 12. And we're going up against a priest. And if there's any doubt, well, there shouldn't be. It is probably a dragon priest, right? So now, the mulligan's really important. I'm just going to keep those 2 dragons. That's not great. So the risk, of course, is if I'd not kept the fairy dragon, would I draw a dragon in time for turn 4 to activate the Twilight Guardian? I've had lots of games in the past where I've just not drawn an additional dragon. Therefore, Twilight Guardian just sits there, you know, not able to activate. Should I have kept any of those dragons? Should I have just been going for the pirates? Well, if I don't keep anything, is there an increased chance of drawing patches? And I don't want to do that. The mulligan's actually quite tough. I mean, the ideal mulligan is a 1-cost pirate, like the Buccaneer, or N'Zoth's First Mate, plus a cheap dragon, like Fairy Dragon. I think that's your ideal mulligan. Finley there gives me the Warlock hero power. I had to think about that. The reason I thought about it is now I can't armour up. And in some games, actually, the armour matters. If you're facing an aggressive class, like a Pirate Warrior, you know, having your hero power can save you from dying. And then you Finley later in the game and get a different hero power. But in this case here, it's a priest. It's probably a dragon priest. I shouldn't be too scared about dying initially. He is a mid-range deck, so he will put pressure on as the game goes on, but he'll build that pressure up slowly. So in that case, I'm a mid-range deck too. So I'm sort of racing him here. You know, it's 2 mid-rangey decks racing each other. And on that basis, the Warlock hero power could prove valuable in terms of drawing me the cards that I need. But I have a good hand. I have Blackwing Corruptor, which can be activated. Yeah, this is not too bad. Ooh. Well, is this Control Priest with Circle of Healing? Okay, so maybe I underestimated my opponent, thinking it was just a pure Dragon Priest. No, there's a Soul Priest, and that's indicative of a level of control. So let's see. How do we get through it? It's got 7 health. I have to kill it, right? I have to kill it. Or do I? No, Circle of Healing's too big of a problem. I was thinking that he can't heal. If it stays alive, he can't heal, and I can keep pushing damage. But no, I have to kill it, because Circle of Healing would, and Hero Power would destroy my board. And keep the Soul Priest alive, which is a problem. With that play there, I'm playing around Holy Nova because my Fairy Dragon is at 2 health. So I'm playing around Holy Nova. Not that I need to. Do I? Was that the right play? Not sure. Maybe I just value having a 4 attack minion on board.
I wield the power.
With 3 health. This is reasonable now. And I've put him on a clock. I've pressured him now to the point where he either needs something silly like Reno Jackson, if he's playing Reno, or that. Yeah, that does nicely. This is a control priest. Shadow Word Horror and now Kazakus. This is his opportunity to recover, and I'm in a bit of trouble now, actually. I'm in a bit of trouble. Okay. So, the 3-6 contests the 3-3, but now I just have this horrible feeling that he's going to start regaining control of this game. That Shadow Word Horror play was so good for him. Saved him from dying. And now here comes the healing. I mean, can I afford to be trading anymore?
I'm in charge now.
Brilliant.
I mean, do I go face with the Corcoran? Or do I draw a card? It's quite difficult. This is really challenging, actually. Because he can now heal for 4 every turn. So on that basis, does face damage even matter anymore? Should I just be controlling the board? This is challenging. I mean, I have Deathwing, so I can clear board if needed. I'm not too worried about what he puts down, but no, I'm just going to value drawing here. I think having cards in hand is important. Okay, I traded so I can get the value trade, and I'll get another value trade with Justicar, so that'll be a 2-for-1 with the Twilight Guardian. That's pretty good. So, how does he deal with this? I mean, he's control, right? So, Excavated Evil kills his own Justicar. Holy Nova does not clear the Twilight Guardian or the Drake, and he'd still have to trade in. Yeah, doing the trades that I did, I think has worked out pretty well. Yeah, that's fine. He's just destroyed his own Justicar. We got value there, and our Drake still sitting on the board happily. Okay, the Drake is no longer on the board. But hey, he didn't heal. Well, I don't think he healed, right? So, he's at 13. Do I tap? No. Rag. Okay, either result is fine here, actually. Yeah, that's good. So now, Corcoran plus a weapon would kill him? No, it wouldn't, because he's going to heal, right? He's going to heal.
Is someone injured?
Okay. Entomb. Yeah, I forgot about the healing. In actuality, I was hoping, yeah, that Rag should have killed the 5/5. That would have been much better. Because at this rate, he'll keep dealing with my board and then healing out of range. Yeah. But can he deal with this? We've seen Entomb. Does he have Shadow Word Death? If he doesn't have Shadow Word Death, He's going to take 9 to the face, potentially. Which is pretty scary. Which is pretty scary. What's he doing? Oh. But that's a dragon. Yeah. Yeah.
It is finished.
It's over.
You win.
It's over. Wow. We were able to put out enough pressure there. That was quite a tough game. It was a really tough game. Okay. Speaking of tough games, we're going back in against a priest, and I'm keeping the fairy dragon. I'm keeping the war axe. Oh, bloody hell, really? Patches? Really? You saw in the last game, Holy Smite, and Fairy Dragon is really good because it can't be targeted by spells like Holy Smite or by Shadow Word Pain. It's really good, actually. And of course, it's really good for activating the Guardian, not the Guardian, the Alexstrasza's champion there. So, okay, he's got nothing to do. I'm happy with that. Okay, pressure. So pressure is what won me that last game against what appeared to be a control priest. The fact that he's just healing and doing nothing suggests that this priest is also a control priest. Oh, is it the same guy? No, I don't think so. So, pressure is on board. How does he deal with this? If he's control, Arcanized Circle is an issue, obviously. But beyond that, this is a tough board. Tough board to deal with. Second-rate bruiser?
Side effects? No.
Really?
Trust me.
Is this a Reno Jackson priest? That's not good. Okay. A 4-5 body. We have to get through. How do we do it? I mean, I'm either trading 2 minions in, or I'm using a weapon and 1 minion. I can't see a way of using patches and just a minion or just the weapon. 5 health is really awkward here. It's really awkward. Not easy to get through. So, in this situation, I guess it's the Fairy Dragon. It's a 3-2. It has the lowest stats of the other two. And I value the monkey. I value keeping it healthy because it's a taunt. And it has 4 health. And yeah, it looks like a Reno priest. That's bad news. If you watch my channel, just going back 2 or 3 videos, I featured Savitsa's Reno Dragon Priest. It's very effective. It's very effective. Okay, so I'm just doing everything I can now to keep the pressure going. Patches there is just a 1-1 charge. Yeah, it's not great. I didn't get value out of Patches in terms of getting him out of my deck with another pirate, but in this situation, he just represents pressure and nothing more. That's okay. I'm fine with that, actually. It's a desperation play to reduce damage. Ooh, are we crashing? Yeah. That was a bit scary there. I think we draw a card here, right? I mean, 3 charging damage is nice, but as a Drake on board, plays around Excavated Evil. This has got 4 health. Does also play around Chillmore's AoE, because there's going to be 3 damage coming. How do I deal with Chillmore? And can I preserve the monkey and the Drake? 4, 5... I can with Blood to Ica and the Zolsfest Mate and trading in 2 of those minions, but no, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. That was fine. Yeah, I lost part of my board, but I lost the monkey, but that was fine. The Drake is still alive, and we're putting him under pressure. And look at my hand. My hand is significant, particularly Draconoid Crusher. Taunts are annoying though, but we can do 2 damage with Blood to Ica, and maybe it's time that we get that 2 damage in now while we can, because that Drake may not survive for much longer. But we're going face. Always going face, right? And 9/9 is on the board now. How does he deal with it? How does he deal with it? And we set up the Buccaneer because Nozosfest Mate will come down next turn, giving us a 3/2 rather than a 1/2. So just thinking ahead there. Oh, that could have been bad for me. That could have been really bad. So, what does he do here? He has spell damage activator on the Drake. That is actually quite scary. Okay.
Is someone injured?
Someone injured. And he heals his face. Yep. Correct play. So how much damage do I have? 10, 11, 12. I don't have a charging dragon. That would be lethal, right? Sorry, what am I talking about? Charging dragon. I don't have a dragon to activate Alex Stras's champion, which would be lethal. 10, 11, 12 from the first mate's weapon. 15. Yeah, this is really awkward. This is what I referred to before, not drawing dragons in your hand when you need them. So I'm just going to armor up. Use Finley here. That's reasonable. 13. We can put him to 11, 12, 13. We can put him down to 13. But, what does that do? Do we need to trade on board here? Are we scared? We're scared of the Drake because of the spell power. That goes face, that goes face. Sure. Okay. Now I'm saying to him, do your best. If I draw a dragon, Alex Stras's champion can charge. That's 3 damage. Plus the hero power with the weapon, that's 2, it's 5. We can do 5 damage to face. Shadow Word Death was so good for him there. And yeah, he's making his comeback. He's making his comeback. He's cleared my board. Oh wow. He's a Reno Dragon Control Priest, right? That's what he is. Alright, Rag. Do your thing. Where are you going? I'm just going to keep hitting face. I just need to keep damaging his face. Okay, Rag killed a minion. He killed a beefy minion. That's reasonable. Rag will eat 2 of these minions on the board. But I'm running out of cards that can do things. Proactive cards. I mean, I have Alex Stras's champion, but we just don't have a dragon. But of course, he's just going to keep healing. Out of range. Secret agent. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, hello. Now we have charge. So, what am I doing here? I am taking advantage of the fact that Deathwing is a dragon. I am putting stuff on board. And I'm saying to him, you got to trade and play more stuff. Right? Now, I don't know what to do here. Do I kill the minion? Do I go face? I mean, I have Deathwing to clear board. I don't think he can kill me next turn with 2 cards in hand. He has 11 damage on board. I'm at 21. It's so difficult. Do I kill the cleric? It's card draw. Do I kill the 2-2 because it's representative of 2 damage? No. I'm going to be consistent with earlier lines of play. I'm going face.
Quite what was planned.
I'm going face.
We're gonna be ready.
There he is. It's Reno. Oh dear. That's a problem. Maybe he should have healed something first and draw a card. I don't know. Don't know. He had to Reno there, I guess. And now look at him. Look at him. Healing up. Drawing cards. Play something. Good. Play something else.
Not quite what was planned.
Oh, he didn't play anything else. Okay. It's time, right? Your Reno is gone. I have 12 damage on board. What are you going to do? What are those 2 cards? Can you remove Deathwing? If you can't remove Deathwing, you're dead. In 3 turns. And hopefully I can just keep playing more stuff that I draw.
A blade be thirsty.
Really? That ain't stopping Deathwing, friend. Because I've got one too.
A blade be thirsty.
He used Reno. And ladies and gentlemen, yeah, not quite what was planned. This is why Deathwing is so good. Against control classes, as you go to the late game, he makes the biggest difference.
The end is coming.
Ooh, that's clever. That's really clever. Oh, that's really good. What is that? It's lethal. 16 to 19. I count 19. Wow. Just wow. I mean, even if I didn't draw that, I could have killed the Doomsayer, double traded the Frothings, I think, and would still be in a good position. But yes, not quite what was planned for that poor, poor priest. But there we go. Okay, final game in this video, and we're taking a break from priests, going up against a mage. Okay, mages are interesting. I don't know how viable tempo mage is now in this meta.
Happy Feast of Winter Vale.
So, if it's not tempo, could it be freeze? Or Reno? Reno mage is a thing, actually. But I have a feeling we won't find out until next turn. I mean, right there, the value from Patches. He forced a ping. He forced a ping. It meant that the mage couldn't develop on that turn. So it's consistent with me keeping up pressure. Keeping up pressure. That's really important. Okay. This is another slow turn from him, which is pretty good. I could force his next turn to be slow too. I could trade the 3-2 into the 1-1 maybe. Or do we just get 3 face damage here? I mean, he can't ping the 3-2, but no, that's fine. We just do it like that. It's fine. I have the Guardian on board. I'm okay. I'm okay with most things that he would play here. Interesting. Okay. Secret. That's really good. So, we Finley first to get a hero power. We may get something useful. Life tap or lesser heal? Why would I take lesser heal here? To heal minions? Particularly as it appears to be tempo mage. Healing minions can be a good thing. Can put them out of range of Flame Waker fireworks. Tap draws me cards, but then do I put myself just closer to death? I mean, yeah, I'm going to take the heal. And you're going to laugh at me for this and say, I misplayed. Yeah, it may be a misplay. But I'm just thinking back to earlier games, right? Let's just test that secret. No, it's not vaporized. I'm just thinking back to earlier games where I've I've taken tap, for example, the Warlock hero power, and in the end I actually just get, because I tap during the game, even from 30, if the game goes long, I just get burst down by spells. You know, spells that they may draw from the likes of Cabalist's Tome. This hero power, though, I think is actually really good in this game. For example, I could trade using the Twilight Guardian and then heal it back up. Puts it out of range of AoE, puts it out of range of, you know, other minions. It's pretty good. What secret is that? It's Ice Block, right? It has to be. How much do I want to commit to the board? How scared am I of AoE? This is the question, right? He's at 9. My pressure on this board is intense. If I'd been given the Hunter hero power, or the major one, I probably would have chosen that instead of heal. Because it just keeps the pressure going. But there's the Flame Waker, which is so OP. And he's going to do his best now to mop up chunks of my board using these spells. Okay, he doesn't kill the Drake. That's actually really good for me. That actually did very little. That did very little. I think this is going to be a concede, right? If that's Ice Block, it probably is. I think I need to kill his minions, right? We're now in no rush. We have the Priest hero power. He could Flame Strike, even if that is Ice Block. I mean, he could Flame Strike next turn, clear my board, and yet I could kill him with the Corcoran Elite and the Zot's First Mate. We have so many options. He ain't killing me this game, that's for sure. Alright. So, we're killing that, for sure. We play that to get the weapon. What's the best order? I don't think there's an efficient way of putting him at 1, so we may as well just do this. Yeah, he knows it's over. And there we go. Taking down that Tempo Mage, or at least what I think is a Tempo Mage, playing Ice Block. Yeah, win streak bonus into rank 11. That's pretty good with this deck. So, what do we think about this deck? Well, I'm actually very close to my 500 wins there. This deck is all about pressure. It's all about putting stuff down on the board and hoping it can't be answered, because if you fall behind, it can be a bit of a problem, right? But if you do fall behind, as you saw earlier against a Priest, I had Deathwing, and Deathwing was my saviour. He had committed into that board, he had played his Reno Jackson, he thought it was over, and then out came Deathwing. So this deck does very well, can do very well against control decks if you can pressure them. It can withstand some aggression from aggressive face decks because you have cards like Twilight Guardian. You have potentially a fast start with Pirates, which can contest your opponent's Pirates, and you have Fierce Monkey. So all in all, really fun deck to play. Give it a try on the ladder. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe. I'd be very grateful, and I'll see you all again very soon.